Hey, what is going on, guys? This is SMB Reviews, and today we are going to be taking a look at the new album from Kevin Abstract titled Arizona Baby. Let's get to it. Kevin Abstract is of Brockhampton fame, and honestly, he is one of the members that definitely has pushed himself to the forefront and probably one of the most recognizable just behind the mic, and as well as he deals with a lot of really good topics. Some of my favorite Brockhampton songs have come from him. Specifically, Wait. Wait was one of my favorite songs of last year, and I absolutely love that song. Now, he does deal a lot with the topic of him being publicly gay and how that's affected him, how it's affected him in his life, and it's really interesting, and he provides a lot of really personal introspection here. And that's what he's always done with his music, and absolutely does that come up in this album. At one point during this album cycle, he tweeted that he apologizes for how often he talks about this. And I think that that is, one, ridiculous that he feels that he should have to, and two, completely unfounded, as it's something that is unique to him. It's something that he can tell about, an experience in his life that he gets to talk about, and not that no other artists are talking about it, but he has a good platform to talk about it, and I absolutely am glad that he has the voice to talk about these problems. And it, like I said, it will come up in this album. And some of those tracks are absolutely great, whether it's just a one-off line or more focused on the overall topic. This whole album is really good, and I'm going to spoil that right now. From front to back, it's a extremely solid album, and not once do I really feel that there is a weak song on here. It is such a good and diverse album because it really will range anywhere from more R&B sound to all the way to rap and anywhere in between, and it does deal with a lot of really interesting sounds. One of the head producers is Jack Antonoff, which, if you know anything about my reviews and me, I really do like him as a producer and as a frontman of his own bands. But I absolutely love Jack Antonoff, and I think that he provides a really essential flair to this album. His production style really complements Kevin Abstract, and I don't just say that because I like Jack. At times, it hasn't always worked. Some of his work with Taylor Swift has not always been perfect. There have been multiple songs that he's worked on that I don't love completely. That being said, I think that him and Kevin Abstract worked so well together here, because some of these songs just sound so perfect. I want to take probably one of my favorite songs of the year so far, Baby Boy. It's an absolutely gripping track with an amazing hook that's so catchy. But to couple that with the production style of Jack Antonoff, which it sounds a lot like something off of Bleacher's last album, Gone Now. It has a lot of similar sounds. And that's the thing. There's so much of Jack's flair on it, but never does he take over. It complements so well. That more jazzy, smooth sort of feel that he adds to the song is absolutely incredible. There's a lot of saxophone and orchestration, and it's all interesting and different. And it's something that works so well. And as I said, this album is very personal, very gripping, and I love that. I love this album for it. Each of these songs tells such a personal narrative to him himself. He does, like I said, he talks a lot about him being gay and about the cultural reaction, friends, family. He at one point talks about like the principal at his school would be thinking negatively of him, not based off something he said, but you could just tell, all because he was gay. And we also get him looking at how Brockhampton had to kick out Amir, a member of Brockhampton, after some domestic abuse charges came up against him. They were forced to kick him out of the band, and you now see him here going, I wonder if he still thinks about me and what he thinks about me. And it's a really, it shows some humanization to the fact that a lot of people probably didn't agree with the decision. And it is a risky thing for him to say, because there would also be a lot of people that would say, yeah, absolutely, he should be kicked out. But yet here he is kind of second-guessing himself. And not to say that he thinks they made the wrong decision, but just questioning and feeling bad, feeling true remorse, because it wasn't something that he wanted to do. It was just something that was necessary because of what had come out about him. And so this whole album is just drenched in so many layers, whether that's lyrically or production-wise. it's so diverse and interesting, and I'm absolutely intrigued all the way through. One song that maybe doesn't stand out as much to me is Peach. It's not a bad song, but it just doesn't really do anything. It's fairly slow, with a lot of just random sounds thrown in, which it could be a Jack Antonoff inspired thing, definitely, but it is something that doesn't quite work. It's just not a song that really comes together fully. Not a bad song, and honestly, some of the organic instrumentation here is really good, and that's another thing that I haven't even got to talk about. There's a lot of organic instrumentation throughout this album that really does hold it up, and is a nice take, because not to say that all hip-hop has gone away from organic instrumentation and that if there is no organic instrumentation, that's a death nail to it, but honestly, it's a nice take. It gives something different, and it provides a new sound to what we're used to hearing, which right now is mainly just trap, which is definitely not organic. So it provides a nice, refreshing look at the genre in this modern era where so much hip-hop and trap are flooding the market. But as I was saying, Peach is a fine song, and the organic instrumentation does help it. The guitars are nice, and it's a fine song. It just doesn't stand out in the midst of some of these really strong tracks, such as Joyride or Crumblin'. There's so many good tracks in this mix. But this album's amazing. It really is, and I do love it. Like I said, it's new and interesting, and maybe not new for the genre, but it's refreshing. It's a new sound that we needed to refresh the genre, and even the last Brockhampton album wasn't perfect. It was good, but it wasn't an amazing album in my opinion. But this is incredible. I absolutely do love it, and Kevin Abstract did an excellent job. Because I never complimented necessarily him, his songwriting, yes, but I mean, his vocals are excellent, and he does a great job here. This whole album, definitely incredible, and I do see this ending up being a grower on me, but time will tell. It really is good, and I'm thinking I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. What did you guys think of this album? Please let me know down below. Also, is there anything I can do to improve the quality of my videos, or any upcoming albums you'd like me to check out? Besides that, I'd like to thank you guys so incredibly much for clicking on this video, watching it, hearing my thoughts, and like I said, I'd love to hear what you guys thought. Absolutely loved it. Besides that, I will see you guys later.